So you were at Sigma for how long? From what, 68, 69?
68, 69 to 70,
Oh, okay.
71,
Okay.
something like that.
Mm-hmm. So,
And then the record business took a downturn,
mm.
and I was making more money than Joe. Ha
Oh.
ha ha. But, well, Joe put himself on a salary.
Oh, I see.
And it was funny, as Joe was always, my opinion, somewhat insecure.
Mm-hmm.
And when he hired me and we talked,
Mm.
he wanted to give me a lower base. He wanted to
Uh-huh.
give me a lower base
Mm-hmm.
and a higher percentage. In other words,
Mm-hmm.
I would get a percentage of the bill.
Mm-hmm.
And I was insecure too. So I said, no, I want a bigger base, bigger guarantee,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll take a lower because I didn't think I'd do. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I would go in to him to pick up my paycheck. He'd sign the paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I walked in there and he says, this isn't right. The employee makes more money than the boss. Of course, I just looked around like, Joe, you've got all of
Yeah.
this. if I if I make 10%, you're making 90%.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that wasn't true because he had the nut to pay too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
He had all the expenses, he had all the bills,
Yeah. Yeah.
but and I got 10% of the billing.
Mm. But
So,
Sigma's, I mean, they had taken off by then. I mean, they were doing major
oh
work.
yeah. There was, like I said, we were doing 20 hours a day. We would have to turn people away just to do maintenance.
Yeah. Do you know Gene Kane?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I talked to Gene and he told me one time that people would have to book time 6 months in advance, even without a project, just to get time in the
Wow.
studio.
I don't know that it was ever 6 months, but it was always 2 months ahead.
Oh, so they were
So.
always busy. That's incredible.
Oh yeah. You. It was terrible. It was a madhouse. Well, the thing is, we always booked an hour between sessions to tear down and set up.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody always went over the hour, and it was always this cross traffic, the musicians leaving with the new session coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, and we just couldn't get around that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever ended on time,
Uh,
and that hour was just gone,
yeah.
because everybody wanted as much time as they could get.
Sure.
You
Sure.
know?
So what,
So,
and were they upgrading their hardware as more money was coming in, or they were like, no, we don't have time for that. Just keep what we have.
no, Joe took care of business. However he did it, he took care of business. Whatever had to be done. Don't forget, Dave Hughes was down the street building new consoles or whatever had to be built or wiring racks.
Oh, I see.
So that's off-site.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I don't know whether Joe rented the building or owned it or what at that point.
Mm. Okay, because I know they started off with the Electrodyne consoles, and then
Yeah.
they had a Sphere console in there at one point. I
Oh,
don't know.
that was much later.
Yeah,
I only saw Electrodynes.
yeah, they had I think they were, what was it, 8 channels, and then they upgraded to
Yeah.
24. Because I tracked down all the consoles where they're at.
Yeah. Well, I never worked on a 24 machine at Sigma. We were up to 16 by that point.
Mm,
By the time I left, we were at 16 tracks.